Welcome to another episode on Little's Law YouTube channel's interview question video. So today we will see about this question here. So how would you approach conducting performance testing for a brand new application? So first we will see why this question is asked. So this question is asked to by the interviewer to assess several reasons. So the first reason is to assessment of your methodology. So the question helps the interviewer to assess your methodology and approach of performance testing, and this allows them to gauge whether you have a structured and systematic way of addressing performance testing challenges, even in scenarios where there is little existing information or historical data. And the second thing is to understand your fundamentals, whether you have the basics of fundamentals, you have understanding of the fundamentals. So your response to this question reveals your understanding of fundamental performance testing principles such as test planning, test environment setup, and load modeling, which are essential regardless of whether the application is new or existing. And coming to the third point, which is the adaptability. So the performance testing for a brand new application can differ significantly from testing an existing one. So interviewers want to see if you can adapt your testing approach to suit the unique challenges presented by a new application, such as the absence of historical performance data. And then your proactive thinking. So this question assesses your proactive thinking and problem solving skills, and it's an opportunity for you to demonstrate how you would anticipate potential performance issues even before they become apparent to end users. And then your communication skills. So your response also showcases your ability to communicate complex testing strategies and concepts to stakeholders, which is important in a performance testing role. And finally, your client-centric approach. So this reflects your willingness to engage with clients or stakeholders, educate them about the importance of performance testing, and collaborate with them to gather necessary information for testing. So now we will move to the answer. So how would you answer this question? So, conducting performance testing for a brand new application involves a systematic approach to ensure its stability and responsiveness. So here is how I would handle it. So the first point is requirement gathering. So I would start by collaborating with the development team and stakeholders to understand the application's design, expected functionality, and projected user load. And this initial step is crucial to establish a clear foundation for performance testing. The next point is the test planning. So in the test planning phase, I would create a performance test strategy, and this strategy would outline the scope of testing, objectives, the types of tests to be conducted such as load, stress, and scalability tests, as well as the tools and methodologies to be used. And then the third point is the test environment setup. So setting up a testing environment that mirrors the production environment is very essential. So I would ensure that the hardware, software, and network configurations closely resemble the actual production setup. Additionally, I would implement monitoring tools to capture critical performance metrics. And then the fourth point is the test scenario creation. So I would identify the key user workflows and usage scenarios that the application is expected to handle, and these scenarios would serve as the basis for creating realistic test scripts that simulate user interactions. And the fifth one is the load testing, where starting with baseline load test, I would gradually increase the user load to assess the application's performance under normal load conditions and observe how it handles the increased traffic. So by monitoring crucial performance metrics would help me detect response time degradation and potential bottlenecks. So after I complete the load testing, I would move to the stress testing. So in the stress testing, I would intentionally increase the load beyond the application's expected capacity to determine its breaking points, and this would involve observing how the application behaves under sudden spikes in traffic and assessing its ability to handle unexpected load increases. And once I complete load and stress, I would move to scalability testing. So to assess the application scalability, I would gradually increase the load and examine how it scales with additional resources. And this step is important for ensuring that the application can handle increased load without significant performance degradation. And then comes the analysis and optimization. So analyzing performance test results is critical. If any bottlenecks or resource constraints are identified, I would collaborate with developers and architects to optimize the application's code and improve database queries. And the goal is to enhance performance and ensure a smooth user experience. So once the analysis and optimization is done, I would move to the regression testing. So after making all the optimizations, regression performance testing would be conducted to verify that the changes have positively impacted performance. And this step ensures that performance enhancements do not introduce new issues. And coming back to the last point, which is the reporting and recommendations, which is too critical and which is very critical, because finally I would compile comprehensive performance test reports that detail the test results, observations, issues identified, and recommendations for improvement. And these reports would provide valuable insights to stakeholders and guide further decision making. So by following this comprehensive approach, I aim to ensure that a brand new application is rigorously tested for performance, addressing potential issues before the application is launched. So I believe this answer would be very useful to you. If you have any questions that you need answers, please do comment in the comment section. I will prepare a video, and thanks so much for watching the video.